second? I don't even know these girls.
Honestly,
Who's second? They're not big names. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mark.
You know where he's from?
Don't tell.
Quebec.
I met him at Goals.
Oh yeah,
with Laura.
He doesn't like French people either.
Oh, good. We're gonna get along just fine
He
then.
never speaks French.
We gotta keep moving. Let's do it quick, please.
Are you being that guy, Ted? Usually it's me.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm not even gonna. You're too nice about it. Video. Cool.
Jay gets on me for yelling at people.
You're on camera. You're on.
I know, Big Mike.
I always ask Mike that.
I know, he loves it.
I joined the Legion's 2019. My first time here.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't come last year. That's only the second year, you know. So it's only the second year.
No, it's not really. Because it used to be called something else, but we don't.
Well, yeah, we're not mentioning it. Look who just showed up.
Here we are, welcome.
How are you? How's it going? Thanks for having us.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Where's Jay's card? I've seen those. There you go. This is so cool. Collectibles.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Get all 7, you get prizes.
Oh, really?
Yep. This is the rare Batmanian.
Who is this one?
This is Jay on Manion.
Oh.
He loves a Batman.
I
This
know.
is a rare card, so everybody's looking for this one.
Okay. That's awesome. You gonna eat something? Wow. You are almost too dark for me to see you. How'd it go, man?
Did pretty well. Yeah.
Big class, huh?
Big class, 32 competitors.
Wow, 32.
I would say the 5th or 8th place.
Okay.
With us.
Well, you're still young.
Yeah.
Still going.
Big J, my man, good to see you. Thank you.
32 people, Jay, in this class, he says.
jump in too?
Yeah, I want to go there. Oh, yes. Was it a good picture here?
Flex Wheeler, right? Yeah, he's.
I'm flexing this part. Yeah, we got yeah, what we're doing is trying to get a bunch of guys to sign it, and then we're gonna.
Yeah, you hear about Flex Wheeler? So I mean,
Yeah, we had a
sign it.
little big
You want it?
Yeah, you might sign it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I do. Anything you feel?
I need to know when bodybuilding 212 is going on. I need to know when bodybuilding 212 is going on.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, he's over there at the hospital.
Hey, thanks again, man. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
He came in uniform today.
I'm giving my best now.
Hey, what's up, man? You good?
Yes. They're so cute.
Look at that.
Invite Jason later.
Hey,
Mr. Dave.
I'm very close right now. This is close up.
Hold on.
Oh, there he is. There he is. on the show on Tuesday, he said.
I'm gonna go on Tuesday.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that one.
Let me go get the show going.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people touched on a lot of different topics here. Kind of what motivates. I mean, why are you here? You know, first of all, I want to say thank you for everyone. In case this is the only opportunity I get to speak up here, thank you for everyone for coming out and sitting and listening to any one of us up here. I know some of you may be sitting back and not want to ask questions, but I encourage you to do that. But I think the question is why are you here? What is your ultimate goal? Do you want to go to the top in your competitions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be at the level of Ashley and Yaxano, I mean, have the Olympia title, right?
Eventually.
And I think, you know, from day one, that was my vision. When I started bodybuilding, and I'm one of the older athletes on the panel, I started as a teenager, and I looked like, okay, how far can I go with this? But I knew I had to take steps to get there, right? And we didn't have the opportunity to sit in front of panels such as this, because there was no such thing as expos. There were contests, and it was only men's and women's bodybuilding at that point. So I've watched the transition of all this happen. But I had one thing in my mind, and that was an end goal. But I knew the consistency, the day in, the day out. And trust me, every one of us up here can tell you, even Sandy, who works a job, and you know she has to balance that between coming here and sitting here and being patient, judging all the athletes week to week, every single contest, and she's the figurehead of mainly the women's division. But it's something that you have to love to do, and you have to be constant with it, and you have to have the passion, you have to have the drive, and you have to have the mindset of sometimes there are going to be setbacks, and we all use those as stepping stones to be better, because everyone has that best point of their life, okay, and everyone has different goals, but you just have to stay constant.
All right, I have a question. I've known some of you pretty well by now, and some of you are retired, some of you aren't. And I've been very impressed by how many of you who have retired have taken what you want, what you did in your championships in the Olympia, and you took it to the next level. And I want to direct this question to Jay first. I think you've done this better than anyone who's ever won the Olympia, except for maybe Arnold, but you still have time. Was this something that you thought of before you retired, and when you did begin to think of it, what was your process to making that transition from a very successful athlete, the most successful athlete, to literally the most successful retired athlete?
You know, that's a good question, because I don't think about those things until someone like you asks them, really. And I go through periods of my life. I mean, I wanted to be the best bodybuilder, but that wasn't really, if it makes any sense, that wasn't the only goal. The goals were, you know, they change as you go through different age periods. And I try to say now, I've learned this even being retired and being over 40, that like every 10 years you seem to progress and your mindset changes or shifts. And for me, the Olympia stage meant so much. I think Sandy kind of touched on it a little bit, where you know, sometimes you can get really consumed, especially when you're the Olympia champ and, you know, you're defending year to year, and, you know, you finish the Olympia, and then, you know, you have that whole year to kind of transform yourself to the next year and say, how can I come up with a better plan? And you kind of have to find that balance around the holidays with your family and your friends. And sometimes when you live a very sheltered life, especially as we train for competitions, that 16 weeks or 12 weeks, whatever it is you prepare, you become a very boxy lifestyle, right? It becomes eat, sleep, train, you know, practice your routines, whatever it is, and you have that one goal, that one vision at the 4 months, and then it's kind of like you take a sigh of relief once it's over, whether you win or lose, and you move on to the next. But for me, I just wanted to be great at something. At 18, I started going to college. I was pursuing criminal justice, and I found bodybuilding, and I found bodybuilding at a time where I was stressed with family decision of, I had a family business that wanted me there. I wanted to have a degree. I wanted to be a police officer. I actually wanted to be a police officer in California, living in Massachusetts. Instead, I became a bodybuilder and I lifted weights on Muscle Beach, which was kind of ironic. But for me, I just wanted to be great at something. I think we all have that in us. We're not really sure, even though at 18 we're expected, okay, you're an adult now, what decision you're gonna make. I want to be the best I could be, and I live my life with a certain vision. I'm happy waking up every day. And now, being on the other side, I can tell you, I was kind of scared to retire from bodybuilding, even after winning the Mr. Olympia, wondering what's my goal at this point. But I find challenges amongst myself now. I still train every day, and I promote. I try to encourage people to be their absolute best, no matter what it is. I was second to last at my first Mr. Olympia. I wasn't just walking in a contest being the best guy up there. So I had to work through transitional times of, okay, how can I be better, right? And I just found the business side more exciting for me, and that's why I continue to travel. And I remember even some of the judges telling me that if I focused more on being a bodybuilder, I could have been a better bodybuilder. But in the end, I looked at the end result and really what my legacy was going to be and building the relationships. And I can promise you, a lot of my success came from the great relationships that I built. That's why I'm sitting on this stage today, is because I was open-minded. I never thought I knew everything, even when people think, okay, I did know it all. I was very open-minded. I listened to people's opinions, the ones that mattered. That's, not every opinion, because there are a lot of opinions, but it's just a learning curve. And I think, people you have to have that person. I'm a people person, although I'm a little introverted. When I get in front of a crowd, I feel like I go out of my way to speak to people, especially the shy people. And anyone that's ever met me, or you haven't had the opportunity to come up and shake my hand, I spend time with every person because we all have the same interests. You guys are sitting here watching this because we have similar interests. And I encourage you guys to pursue everything. I mentioned consistency earlier. You have to pursue what's in your heart, and you have to be open-minded, and we all have certain visions. And for me, I was raised in a family background, a business, and I looked at bodybuilding that way also, and that's what I continue to do. And hopefully I can leave my mark as one of the most successful guys that was around our industry for the end of time.
I gotta